If she doesn't want to go anywhere on this list of 28 places women say they don't want to go on the very first date, I have no problem, and I'm going to explain to you why. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about this list of 28 places women say they don't want to go on the very first date that has gone viral and continues to go viral. Now, this is a pretty fun topic to me, so I had to cover it. I've been talking about it a little bit here and there on the Twitters, on the Instagrams, and everywhere else. I want to do an in-depth video because I have some other people reacting to it, and I want to react to them. And I'm going to tell you why throughout all the video and toward the end, why I have no problem with that list. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to say they being unrealistic. They're being delusional. I'm not going to say any of that. Now, first things first, let's pop right in the video. If you want to see the video in full without my commentary, link as always will be in the description box. This is going to be from the Dating Right, WRIGHT YouTube channel. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to my man. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Just by a show of hands, who's all happy that they not out in these streets? Because I am. I'm convinced that true love just don't exist no more. It's dead. Ain't nobody looking for it because these posts are only created to keep us more and more divided. A single man with no kids should never say he's broke. But certain stuff is just getting out of hand. I mean, thinking logically, why would anybody pay or want to pay $300 or more for a first date?
Wait a minute. Wait, whoa. $300? Who said anything about paying $300? Just because you're not going to go to a place on this list does not mean you're going to spend 300 American US dollars on a date. I would never spend that much on a date. Like, I ain't spending that much on a date even if we married and got kids, let alone a first date. You are on the crackiest of crack if you think I'm going to do something like that. But let's continue.
Just to have a conversation to find out I don't even really like you like that.
Real. And like you said, okay, the conversation, you could talk to a young lady before you actually go on a date. You know, they got things called phones, and you know the way it is now, you could do FaceTime and you could talk to her on the phone that way without even doing the old school dial up ring type thing. But let's continue.
Just to have a conversation to find out I don't even really like you like that.
Real fast, my dogs. This kind of list don't exist when you date women that like you. If she's starving for a meal, the love not real.
I mean, I understand that point. You know, it don't really matter if she like you. Okay. You know, but that's not like that whole thing. You could take her anywhere. You could take her to a hole in the wall. You could take her to the sewer like Master Splinter with pizza like a Ninja Turtle if she likes you. I mean, that's just kind of ridiculous. That's not living in reality, in my opinion. Let's continue.
Absolutely refuse.
All right, shout out to my man Dating Right. We're gonna keep going here.
Sure, many of you have seen that video of the woman who did not want to go to Cheesecake Factory.
There's a debate on Twitter and I had to weigh in on it. There's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go to on a first date. I have so many thoughts. The Cheesecake Factory is an interesting one because if you live in the sticks somewhere, where else are you gonna go? Okay, Cheesecake Factory might be the nicest restaurant. It might be.
That's a very, very good point. If you're living in a small town USA and you don't have all these options and the nicest spot might be your Cheesecake Factory, I mean, why would you exclude that as if it's not really where you want to be? But she's going to continue here, and I'm going to agree with her. Let's keep on rocking.
Be the only option. However, if you live in LA and we got 100 million restaurants, we got so many cute little restaurants, you mean to tell me you got all these options and you pick the Cheesecake Factory?
That right there, she nailed it. She said it perfect. It's like, look, okay, I live close to Atlanta, about an hour and a half, about 90 minutes away. Now, you got all kind of restaurants. I ain't talking about the restaurants that Keith Lee had a bad time at. Different story, I digress. You get all kind of nice restaurants that are not super expensive or expensive at all. You could spend $75 for two people with drinks and everything and have a good time on a place that is not right there. So why would you go to a city like New York and then go to the Cheesecake Factory? I don't understand. If you're in suburbia, small town USA, that's something different. But you're in a big city, why would you go right to, it's like going to Paris. That might be a bad It's like going to Tokyo, Japan, and trying to find a McDonald's. It's like you don't want to get no sushi. You don't want to, engage in the food that they have over there that's specific to that particular region. Let's keep on going.
Oh, you're lazy. You take me to Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, flagrant foul. You're out of
I agree. And it's not even about the money. It's not even about the money because Cheesecake Factory really is expensive and it's kind of overpriced in my opinion. It's not even about the money. It's about, hey man, you can do something to find a place that's not so like chainy and family friendly. You can find a nice romantic place that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. That's very affordable as Chipotle, Chili's, Applebee's, and everything else.
of here, buddy. I personally think dinner and a movie could be a cute first date. Your house. Go straight to jail, sir. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not inviting nobody to my house on the first date. I don't even know you for real. I mean, that could be dangerous for me and for the young lady. So I'm not going to do anything like that, inviting her to my house.
Don't let the door kick you on the way out. Starbucks needs to be higher on the list, okay? Because why do you want to meet at Starbucks first? You know why? Because they're sizing you up. They're like, okay, let me make sure it's not a catfish. Let me see what's going on up in here. Also, they might not have the coins for anything other than coffee, so. And that's fine. But don't be asking people on dates if you ain't got no coins.
She's nailing it, actually. I agree with her 100%. Look, Starbucks, I'm not going to a coffee date because it's kind of pointless. It's like, what are we doing on the coffee date? And what are we going to do afterward? Just go home and that's it? So I'm going to meet you at 3:00 p.m. on a Tuesday to go to coffee for 15 minutes and then that's it. Like, we have the technology right here. I could just call you. I could just talk to you on the phone. I could just FaceTime you and do the same thing. If the whole purpose is to try to see if we are compatible, if we on the same page, then I don't need to take her to Starbucks. And then also that signals to the young lady that you are broke, you have no money. All you can afford is a Starbucks. That's what it says. And women, regardless of who they are, they want you to be secure in your finances. Now, whether they want you to make $1 trillion or 50,000, it doesn't matter. If you're going to ask her on a date, don't be broke. And if you don't have enough money to pay $50, $75 for a dinner, don't even try to do the date. Again, use your phone, talk to her that way, communicate with her without even going out. And then when you're ready to go out, spend 50, 75 and have that be that. And again, some guys are going to say, well, what if she likes you? Well, I mean, what if she likes you? Good luck. Good luck trying in today's day and age, being able to just rely on being some Chad, Tyrone, Big Willie, taking her down to the sewer with Master Splinter and the Turtles eating pizza out of a cardboard box. Good luck with that.
This is where it gets a little tricky, because what's wrong with bowling? A bowling date is cute. Have you heard of Lucky Strike?
Whoever created this list, I just need to say thank you. Somebody had to say it. The only thing you forgot to add here was a walk date. I'm so excited to provide my feedback on
Yeah, walk date, I wouldn't do nothing like that. To me, it's a waste of time. You can't really build romantic interest. It's unnecessary. It's just a way for you to be with her and be in her presence while at the same time not spending any money. And I don't really understand it. You could just talk to her on the phone. Old school, how I used to do back in the day when I was a youngin', when I was in my teenage years, when I didn't have any money at all, back you talk all night on the phone. I'm not saying talk all night, but I'm saying there's no need to do some of these low or zero cost, low energy. There's no need to do that because you're not going to benefit yourself in any kind of way.
these locations. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's. I've seen that in the movies, but I've never been there. Chipotle, unfortunately, do not recommend. Olive Garden, I also seen that in movies. But going to the movies for a first date is just like, do you not have...
And let's be clear. Matter of fact, we can kind of pause here for a second. Let's go back. Let's be clear. These restaurants are not bad. These are not bad restaurants. I'm gonna let her finish, and then I'm gonna get to that list.
Anything to say, you gotta sit in silence for like 2 hours. So dumb. Your house, convenient. Fast food chain, no. Never heard of Buffalo Wings, Wingstop, or Red Lobster. Never heard of these places. The gym, so you can see her squat. Church, Starbucks, come on. Coffee dates, ice cream dates are just like, no. Somebody invites you on a family function, it seems like he just wants to show his family that he...
Yeah, I mean, a family function for the first date, that's crazy, because if you're around my family, look, if I take you to meet my family, they're going to think that we about to get married. or like we're they're gonna think that this is my next wife. Like they're not gonna think I just met you.
It's finally dating somebody. Movie night, again, so cheap, so low effort. Somewhere that requires a long drive. Just like not necessary.
Yeah, the long drive thing, you want, if you're gonna invite a young lady on a date, you want it to be close to where she lives. So if you're in the process of meeting her, you're gonna ask her the question, what part of the city do you live in? And she's gonna say a certain place. You need to set where you are going to go up close to where she is, even if it's further than where you are. Let's say you live a half hour from the spot and she lives 5 minutes from the spot. You do that. You be the guy that takes on the masculine role of leading and making things easier for her.
Bowling, I mean, look at my nails. Like, come on.
So you're telling me that there's a list of places that we don't want to go to dinner or on a first date? Let's talk about it. Cheesecake Factory. If I can't make a decision on where I want to eat, you think I'm going to make a decision on what I want to order at Cheesecake Factory? There's like 1,000 things on that menu. No, we're not going to Cheesecake.
And you know what? What she's saying right here is right, because try asking the woman, hey, what do you want to eat? Where do you want to go? I don't know. I don't even ask that question. I just say, hey, we're going to go here, and then that's it. And then that's all. I might ask her what kind of food she likes. So if she has a shellfish allergy, I ain't taking her to Red Lobster. But beyond that, I'm going to know what kind of food she likes. I'll make the decision. I'm not going to ask her. And then taking her to a Cheesecake Factory where they got all kind of stuff on the menu. She's all over the place. And then beyond that, this list right here is a way for you to be able to know where to take her on a first date. If you ask them directly, they're not going to know. But they know where they don't want to go. So by using that list and using the elimination process, you're able to determine where to go. They're making it easy for us, really, quite frankly. I don't understand the hate.
Cheesecake Factory on our first date. First of all, I've had really bad experiences there, and the food is not even that good, and it's kind of expensive. So no, we're not going there.
It is expensive. Yes, that's correct.
Applebee's? Hell no. You're not taking me to go Applebee's. I am worth more than the Applebee's, okay? Chipotle and Chili's? No, I'm never, ever going to talk to you again. I'm going to tell you that right now. Olive Garden? Hell no. I used to work there, and you know what they serve? They like it frozen, and then they...
It is frozen fruits. Yes, that's correct. It's flash frozen, then they put it in the microwave. I know how to go.
Put it on your plate for $17.99. No, we're not going there. Your house? Nice one. Let's stop right there. That is...
Now, there's other women that say that they don't agree with the list, but you get the general idea of what's going on. I agree with the women that say there are some who say they don't agree with the list, and some they say they do. I agree with those that say they do agree with the list. Now, let's go back to the list. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, chain restaurants like that. You could do better if you're living in a city that has a lot of options. If you're living in a small town and they say they don't want to go there, you're not going to go anywhere. So it's kind of ridiculous. The movies, I don't really see the purpose of a movie date. You can't talk to her. You are in the place for like 2 or 3 hours just sitting there, not doing anything other than looking at the movie. If you're talking, you're being rude. I'm not taking you to my house. That's dangerous for both of us. Fast food, obviously, come on. Like if you're my age, I mean, like if you're 15 in high school, that's something different. Buffalo Wild Wings. I mean, look, and to be clear, I've taken women to these places, but I don't recommend it. If I think you could do better, put it to you that way. Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, a gym. And also, once you get to be married and have a family, the places on this list become more attractive than the more romantic, intimate spots, because you could take kids, it's family friendly, going to Applebee's. That's a perfect place. Applebee's or Olive Garden. You could take, okay, you got mom and dad, 2 kids, Meemaw, Paw. That's perfect for that. Absolutely perfect. But when you're trying to build romantic interest with a young lady, I probably wouldn't go there. Starbucks, again, coffee, Starbucks, ice cream is all cheap, low effort. They think you broke. Family functions, you're desperate. Movie night, again, it's like going to your house. I wouldn't do that. Long drive, again, no. Bowling, They don't like bowling for real. They got nails and everything. They don't like bowling for real. But I mean, again, I've done that for a date, but you don't build romantic interest that way. But again, if you're actually dating the person and y'all been together for a while, you could do stuff like that just to mix it up. Hookah, I don't even like hookah or nightclubs. And at a nightclub, it's not the place you take a first date. You can't talk. It's loud. It's smoky. It's all kind of stuff going on. My fight might break out. It's not really a safe place. You can't really protect her. A bar, I mean, you could do a bar for just drinks if there's a high level of attraction, but not everybody's going to have that. Not everybody's blessed to be 6'4", 6-pack abs, all kind of stuff like that. So it is what it is. Waffle House, same thing as the other place, and sporting event. It's like going to the movies. It's loud and it's not a whole lot of talking going on for the most part. But that's it. Interesting little list there. I thought it was going to be fun, and it was, in my opinion. And I have a different opinion. A lot of guys are going to say that the list is ridiculous and you should be able to go take her for a coffee or ice cream if she likes you. I mean, really, if you're young, like high school, college, that's one thing. But if you're like 30, 40, that age, you kind of wasting time. Even if you kind of like past college and you're into your career, you're professional, and you're trying to take girls a coffee date, you're not really going to get anywhere when you got competition. Guys are going to go to a sit-down dinner, build romantic interest. Like, okay, they're going to an Italian restaurant at 7 o'clock. They might spend $75 for the whole thing, 2 entrees and 2 drinks. Okay. You, on the other hand, want to go to Starbucks and spend $20. I mean, look, you talking about $50 difference. You're building romantic interest at the restaurant. You're not on the coffee date. You're just trying to be cheap. And if you don't got the money, then don't even date. Don't even worry about it. Just get your money up, then date. Don't even date it at all. Don't try to do all this little stuff to get around it. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to everybody who made that list. It's funny, but really, it's no problem. I have places I go that are not on that list that are not expensive at all. I don't believe in spending $200, $300. Really, if I'm spending over $100 for a dinner for 2 people, I'm upset. I don't like spending a lot of money. And I could take her on a date and spend $250, but why? Why would I do that? Yeah, I'm not going to spend an exorbitant amount of money, but I'm not going to go so cheap to the point where I'm trying to save $20. I think it's just kind of ridiculous. And if I'm doing stuff like that, then I can't really afford to be out here dating. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your thoughts on the whole the 28 date list? You think that it's a little over the top, kind of ridiculous? Is it spot on? Do you agree, disagree? Or do you just have certain things in that list that might be like, okay, you're doing too much, you're bugging. Some things that might be right on point. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I think the list was good. It was a good list. And a lot of guys are going to get upset, but it's like, hey, if you listen to what they are asking for, you will be able to have a better time navigating the situation. I don't like complaining about things. I like solutions. My solution is, here's one solution I have if you guys don't know. In your local city, there may be an Instagram or TikTok account that has a list of restaurants. They may highlight small restaurants, nice little intimate places. Go there, see the reviews, check them out. And scope it out one day. Maybe go there by yourself one day. See how the vibe is, see if it's busy, slow, whatever. And if it looks good, invite her there. You won't break the bank. It'll be nice. It'll be something different, not on that list, and you'll be good to go. That'd be what I do. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.